So you've been told that Riverside is the place to record your videos. In this video, I am going to help you use Riverside efficiently and simply and help you get to know it better so that you can have awesome recordings going forward. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where I help you busy professionals and entrepreneurs create content simply. And in today's video, I'm going to help show you Riverside and how it can really elevate your content. So for the purpose of this video, I'm actually recording in Zoom so that I can show you Riverside because Riverside does not like when you have two windows open. So that doesn't work. So I'm recording this in Zoom, but I'm going to share my screen and you'll be able to see how to navigate Riverside. So if you're unfamiliar, Riverside.fm, and just so you know, I am not affiliated. I am not being paid. This is not sponsored. This is just the platform that I use to create content. And it's an awesome platform because the audio quality is pretty great. The video quality is pretty great. I think some of the best on the market. And it can be a little challenging sometimes using it if you don't know what you're doing or where to go. So that's what I'm going to help you with today. So if you are recording podcasts, if you are having meetings even, and if you're planning on repurposing any of your video content and putting it out to different spaces, I highly recommend Riverside. I use it almost daily. So all right, I am going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys. All right, so this is the dashboard or the home screen once you log into your Riverside account. I can leave a link in the description for if you want to sign up for Riverside, if you've been questioning whether or not you should use it. Like I said, I do highly recommend it. I'll leave a link so that is easier for you. Now, it's important to note that you basically start off with one studio and you can create multiple studios for multiple projects. That's what I've done. So just make sure you're in the right studio to record. So I am currently, and it will show you my recent projects I've got here going on. So you can go in and do some stuff with those once they're recorded. But for the purpose of today's video, we are showing you how to record. So I am going to go ahead and hit record, and it's going to take me into my studio. Okay, so the first screen that you're going to see pop up here is the green room for your recording session. So it's going to check your camera and your microphone. We want to make sure that these settings are correct because this will set us up for a great recording. So I am the host, so you'll see my name here. If you're the host, you'll see your name. Whether or not you are using headphones, this is important because it has to do with the echo cancellation. So I'm not using headphones for the sake of this because I'm not recording a podcast. I don't typically use headphones if I'm not recording a podcast. If I am, then I am wearing headphones and I would click this instead. So make sure you select one of those before you hit join studio. But first, I want to make sure that my settings over here are correct. This is, in fact, my webcam that I'm using. And this is actually the name of my audio interface, which my mic is coming through. So that all makes sense. And this is my output. So I know what my outputs and inputs are, so you want to make sure that you know that as well. If you're using a microphone and you happen to see one of these says computer audio or internal microphone, however your settings are, whatever the language is for your settings, make sure that you select the name of the input for your microphone. That's important because if it's not selecting the microphone, it's not going to pick it up automatically. And you'll just be using that internal audio that doesn't really sound all that great. So make sure that is selected and that's on here. That's really, really important. Okay, so now I'm ready to go into the studio. And this is what you will see when you join the studio. So there's an opportunity to generate a link to send to someone in case they want to join you. If you're recording an episode of something or you're doing a webinar, they can do that. You just send them that link and they can pop right into the studio. I am not doing that today, so we are solo. So I'm just going to run through what you kind of see here on the screen. Down here, of course, is your record button. So you can run a test recording if you're not quite ready yet. You can start recording, and what that will do is it will give you a 5-second countdown so you can be prepared, and then you're live, you're recording. Over here is your mic. Again, if for some reason maybe you skipped that whole thing at the intro or at the beginning where I said make sure your settings are correct, you can make sure that you've got them selected here properly as well as the camera. So that's another option for you. If you want to make sure, double check that you are using the correct equipment or the ones at least that you want to be using, make sure that's set up properly here. This is your output. We talked about that. Then there's a couple of things that you can use during your recording if you want to react to something. There are emojis. You can raise your hand. You can show different layouts if you want to. You can have a script or a teleprompter. The teleprompter comes with a certain tier or level of subscription. So make sure you check out which options are best for you as far as the subscription goes to Riverside. And here you can also share your screen or share a presentation. And then this is what you would want to hit if you are ready to leave the studio, you've finished recording, and you want to end the session. So now, and I'm just going to move this over again so we can take a look here at what we've got on this side of the screen, on the right side. So as you can see, I'm talking here and it's recording my levels, okay? So that's important. You want to see this moving if you're speaking. That means that your input, your audio is correct. It's picking you up. And I also have echo cancellation on because I'm not using headphones. This is important. So if you do not have this clicked, there is the potential that you will hear an echo in the background because sometimes levels are off, the speed at which recording is off, and sometimes there's a lag or delay. So you'll hear an echo of yourself possibly in the final recording if you don't have that on. So that's really, really important because there may be sound coming from another source. We don't want that. That's messy. So let's try to keep it as clean as possible. Make sure you have the echo cancellation on, especially if you're not using headphones. Okay, so now we've got the quality that the webcam is producing for me. We are in 720p, mostly because I noticed with my own webcam recently, if I go up to 1080, which is high definition, or higher definition, I get a little bit of like flashing or something. So I've got to figure that out with my webcam. But so that's why I'm recording in 720 right now. Again, my settings are here. I'm not really wanting any visual effects, but you can choose to do that if you wish. And here you can add participants. You can also add a chat if you are talking to multiple people, or maybe you're live streaming here on Riverside. You can add a chat that people can be a part of. You can have some branding with colors or logos, things like that. That's a really cool option. Possibly some fonts for overlays or text or captions. You can also add different types of media like audio sounds and things like that. So some really cool additions here. But what I really wanted to show you were the basics of recording in Riverside and how to set yourself up for success for an awesome recording. These are the things that you really need to know if you are a guest on a podcast, a guest on a webinar, a live stream. This is going to help you sound your best and look your best. And it's really pretty simple, honestly. I know sometimes people get a little intimidated by Riverside because Zoom is so incredibly popular. It's what we're used to. But Riverside doesn't have to be intimidating. It can really be an awesome resource for you. I love it, and I hope you do too. I know this one is short and quick, but I will leave a link in the description if you want to sign up for Riverside. I may get a small discount or referral if you do choose to use that link. However, I am not sponsored. This is not a paid sponsorship. I genuinely love using Riverside and want to share all of the tips and tools and tricks that I have to help you create the best content you can simply and efficiently. So I'm going to wrap this one up here, you guys. If you've got comments or suggestions for future videos, let me know. I am all ears. I would love to help create that content for you. And if you've got questions, I'm always here to help. Reach out. I love helping people with their content strategies. If you liked this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and pass it along to a friend. And as always, I will catch you on the next one.